Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start a new chapter, and the chapter is chapter number 12, quadratic equations. Okay, so in class 10 also we have done quadratic equation, but now it will get little advanced. Okay, so let us start. Consider a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. Okay, then x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, this formula we have already done in class 10. Now, so x, or you can write so the roots are minus b plus, once will take plus and once will take minus, because there would be two roots. Yes, because this is a quadratic equation. So here under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. So the roots are this and this, minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now what we will do is, we will denote these roots, okay, by alpha and beta. So we denote one root by alpha and the other by beta. So it's up to you whether you take the first one as alpha or the second one alpha. If you're taking the first one as alpha, then second one will be a beta. Okay, or if you're taking the second one as alpha, then first one will be beta. Okay, so you can just, it's denoting. So now alpha plus beta. Okay, so alpha plus beta, that means we have to take sum of these two roots. Okay, so let's say this is my alpha. Okay, this is my alpha and this is my beta. So when I'll take this sum, so let me take this sum. So here minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a plus minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here both the terms have same denominator, so LCM will be 2a only. 2a. Now add the numerators. So what will happen? Your plus root b square minus 4ac and this minus root b square minus 4ac will get cancelled. So you are left with minus b minus b. So we don't have to write this big. So we'll get minus b upon 2a, which will be equal to minus 2b upon 2a is equal to minus b by a. Okay, so we got, therefore sum of the roots is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay. Next, I will take product of the roots. So minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and here minus b, sorry, here we'll take plus first one and second one will take minus 2a. So in denominator 2a into 2a you will get 4a square, and here in the numerator you see that here you have minus b, here minus b, here you have got plus and here minus. Okay, so we will use this formula a plus b into a minus b, which will give you a square minus b square. Okay, because here you can see only difference is sign. Okay, for the second term, because here plus here minus, so we can use this formula. So using this one, here we'll get minus b whole square, then minus under root b square minus 4ac whole square. Okay, so you get b square, and here b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Open the bracket, b square and here minus b square cancel, minus into minus plus, so you get 4ac and here 4a square. This becomes c by a. Therefore, alpha into beta is, or wait, simply write, this implies alpha into beta is c by a, and then you can write, therefore product of the roots is equal to alpha into beta, this is equal to c by a. Okay, so now you can write note, if alpha and beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, then sum of the roots will be equal to this, which implies minus b upon a, and number 2, product of the roots, which will be alpha into beta, that will be c by a. Okay, so this is very important, that sum of the roots of a quadratic equation will be minus b upon a. Okay, where b is what? Coefficient of x, and a is coefficient of x square, and product of the roots will be c upon a. Okay, where c is the constant and a is the coefficient of x square. Okay, now we will see questions, okay, related to this. Okay, so let us see this question. I have taken from page 269, okay, part B, question 1. Here it says, write down the sum and product of the roots of the following equations. So here we have got 4 quadratic equations, okay, and for each we have to find sum of the roots and product of the roots. Okay, so in order to find the sum of the roots or product of the roots, we don't have to find the roots separately and then add them. Okay, we don't have to do that. We have to do this. Okay, Firstly, you should be able to express your quadratic equation in this form. Okay, you should be able to express the quadratic equation in this form. Then you should write down your A, B and C. If you are looking for sum of the roots, then your answer will be minus B upon A. If you are looking for the product of the roots, then your answer will be C upon A. Okay, so let us see this. Number 1, 2x square minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Yes, this is a quadratic equation, and here A is equal to 2, B is equal to minus 3 and C is equal to minus 2. Yes, let the roots be alpha and beta. Okay, now instead of writing sum of the roots, I can write now alpha plus beta, means sum of the roots will be what? It will be minus B upon A. Yes, just now we have discussed this, that sum of roots will be minus B upon A. So here alpha plus beta means sum of the roots will be minus B upon A. So minus B is minus 3, A is 2, so you get 3 by 2. Okay, now and alpha into beta means product of the roots is given by C upon A. So here C is how much? Minus 2 and A is 2, so answer will be minus 1. Okay, so similarly, you will do number 2, number 3 and number 4. I will do it over here for you. Okay, so we have number 4, 2x minus 3 and here 3x minus 2 equal to 0. When you expand this, okay, you will get this in this form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here this 2x and 3x, 6x square, then this 2x will multiply to this minus 2, so minus 4x, then minus 9x and plus 6 is equal to 0. So 6x square minus 13x plus 6 equal to 0. Now you can see this is in this form. Yes, so you can easily tell me that A is 6, B is minus 13, C is 6. So sum will be alpha plus beta. If I am taking alpha and beta to be the roots, then sum will be minus B by A and their product will be C by A. Yes or no? So let us continue. Here A is equal to 6, B is equal to minus 13 and C is equal to 6. Therefore, sum of the roots equal to minus B upon A. So minus 13 upon 6, 13 by 6, and product of the roots C by A, that means 6 by 6 equal to 1. Okay. Okay children, now let us see question number 2.1. Here it says, for what value of m the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation 2x square minus 3mx plus 10 is equal to 0 is 6. Means what should be the value of m so that the sum of the roots become 6. Once again, what should be the value of m here? Okay, so that when you are taking out sum of the root, it is exactly 6. Okay, so let us see. Solution number 1. Given it is 2x square minus 3mx plus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, and sum of the roots equal to 6. Okay, then m question mark. Okay, what should be value for m? Okay, in order to get sum equal to 6. So we know sum of the roots will be minus b upon a. Yes, that means coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So this is given to us, this is the given quadratic equation. If you see, your a is 2 and your b is minus 3m. Okay, so this implies sum of the roots, how much, what should be the sum of the roots? 6. So 6 is equal to minus, now in place of b what will write? Minus 3m, and for a will write 2. Okay, now we will simplify. So cross multiply 6 into 2 and here 3m. So we get 12 equal to 3m. Now 3 will divide 12. Yes, so you'll get 4 equal to m, implies m is equal to 4. Therefore m equal to 4 is the answer. Okay, now let us see the next. Here it says, for what value of m the product of the roots of the given equation, this x square plus 21x plus m plus 8 equal to 0 will be 13. Means here the product should be 13. Okay, so what should be the value of m in that case? Clear? So we know that product of roots is given by c by a. Yes, and this product of the root should come how much? 13. C, you can see it's m plus 8, you can put over here. A, you know it's 1 over here, you put, simplify and you will get your answer. Okay, for m. Clear? So I leave this as your homework. Now question number 3. Given a quadratic equation x square plus px plus q equal to 0, determine p and q so that the roots of the equation are p and q. Okay, so here this is the given quadratic equation. Clear? And we need to determine the value for p and q such that the roots of the equation are p and q only. Okay, so let us see. Number 3, given x square plus px plus q is equal to 0, and P and Q are the roots, okay. Now sum of the roots is equal to minus b upon a. Yes, so here your b is how much? P, and your a is 1, and they have already said in the question that we have to determine the value of P and Q such that P and Q are the roots. So this is given to us and P and Q are the roots, okay, and sum of the roots is minus b upon a. So here on the left hand side, in place of sum of the roots we can write P plus Q because P and Q are the roots, and here minus b upon a. So here b, if you see, your b is plus p, okay, and your a is 1. So put the values, so you get minus p upon 1. So you are getting how much? P plus Q is equal to minus p. So this implies that 2p plus Q is equal to 0, okay. Leave this as equation 1. Next, product of the roots is equal to C by A. Here they have already said that we have to find the value for P and Q such that P and Q are the roots. So product of the roots we can write P into Q, and here in this quadratic equation your C is Q, okay, and your A is 1, so Q by 1. So you get PQ is equal to Q. Here you can write like this: PQ minus Q is equal to 0. So Q will come out as common, equal to 0. So this implies either Q is 0 or P minus 1 is 0, which implies P equal to 1. Done. So we got Q equal to 0 and P equal to 1. Now what we will do is, once we'll put Q equal to 0 in equation 1, okay, and once we'll put P equal to 1 in the equation 1. So put Q equal to 0 in equation 1. Equation 1 is 2P plus Q is equal to 0. This implies 2P plus 0 is equal to 0. This implies P is also 0. Done. Next, put P equal to 1 in equation 1. Then 2P plus Q is equal to 0. So 2 into 1 plus Q equal to 0. So Q equal to minus 2. Okay. So the possible values for P and Q are P0, Q0 or P is 1 and Q is minus 2. Okay, now let us see the next question. Here next question is this. If one root of the equation is 2, means for this quadratic equation you will have two roots. Out of those, one is this. Find the other one. Okay. So suppose this is alpha, this is alpha, then what will be the beta, means the other root. You know that sum of the roots will be equal to minus b upon a. So in this case it will be how much? Minus 5 upon 3. Okay. So alpha plus beta will be this much, means sum of the roots will be this. But out of these roots, one is known to you. So this is 2. So you can easily find the other one. Yes, by taking this 2 to the right hand side. So I have given you hint for this, and this will be your homework. Okay children, now let us see the next question. Here it says, if alpha and beta are the roots of this 2x square minus 4x minus 1 equal to 0, find the value of this 1 upon alpha plus 1 by beta. Number 2, alpha square plus beta square. Number 3, in bracket we have alpha minus beta whole square. Alpha square upon beta plus beta square upon alpha. So alpha and beta, they are already saying that alpha and beta are roots of this 2x square minus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. But we have to find what? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. But till now we have not learnt any formula, okay, direct formula to write the value for this. Yes, we know only two things, that is sum of roots will be minus b by a and product of roots will be c by a. We have learnt only this much. We can find the value for alpha plus beta and we can find value for alpha into beta. Okay. We cannot find value for any other expression which involves alpha and beta. Clear? So if they want you to write the value for this, then you should be able to express this expression, okay, in an expression where you will get only alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Okay, I mean to say that you should rewrite this expression, okay, such a way that in that expression you should be having only alpha plus beta or alpha into beta. Okay, so see the first one, and before we go to the first one, let me write over here solution given 2x square minus 4x minus 1 is 0. Here a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 1. Okay, so now let's come to the first one. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Here we can write this one as beta plus alpha upon alpha beta. Yes. Now you can see on the right hand side the expression that we have got right now. In the numerator we have beta plus alpha, means alpha plus beta, and you know what would be the value for alpha plus beta, and in the denominator we have got alpha into beta, you know the value for that also. Yes. So here beta plus alpha will be how much? Minus b by a. One thing, let's do one thing before we proceed to that. Here only, if you have a space, no, write this. Alpha plus beta will be minus 4 by 2 minus b by a. Okay, so here minus 4 and this, so we'll get 2, and alpha into beta will be c by a, that means minus half. Okay, so later on whenever we'll need this alpha plus beta, no, straight we'll write that value. Okay, so here we can write 2 upon minus half, and this will become minus 2 into 2 equal to minus 4. Okay, so we got value for this. Now next one is, hope you understood what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that we know only value for alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So if this expression is given to you, you have to write in such a way that the expression that you obtain, okay, you will have only alpha plus beta or alpha into beta only. Okay, so now see the next one. Here it is alpha square plus beta square. So number 2, alpha square plus beta square. Right now I cannot write the value for this, okay, but once I have expressed this such a way that either terms are alpha plus beta or alpha into beta, then I can write the answer. So I can write alpha square plus beta square, okay, plus 2 times alpha beta minus 2 times alpha beta. Okay, now you can see this, these 3 terms can be written as this. Clear? Now you know alpha plus beta, yes, and you know alpha into beta also. So alpha plus beta, how much we have got? It is 2, and alpha into beta minus half. So alpha plus beta will be 2 and square, and here minus half. So 4, and here plus 1 equal to 5. Okay. Now let's see the third one. Your third one is alpha minus beta whole square. Firstly we can expand this. So alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. This can be written as alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta, okay, and minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta. So here I am adding and subtracting 2 alpha beta. Done. Now the first 3 terms can be written as alpha plus beta whole square, and here minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta, it becomes minus 4 alpha beta. Okay. So alpha plus beta is how much? 2. Then 2 square minus 4, and here minus half, because alpha beta is minus half. So 4 plus 2, it is 6. Okay. Next, number 4, alpha square upon beta square upon alpha. Here we can take LCM, okay, simply cross multiply, okay, multiply this, okay, and here we will get alpha cube plus beta cube and down alpha into beta. Now this numerator can be written as alpha plus beta alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square and down alpha beta. Since a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. Okay, using this identity I have been able to write this. Okay, now for alpha plus beta I can write 2, and for this alpha into beta I can write half, and here in this numerator we have alpha square plus beta square and minus alpha beta is there, so I can add 2 alpha beta and I can subtract 2 alpha beta. Okay, now this becomes minus 4 times, and this alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta becomes alpha plus beta whole square, and here minus 2 alpha beta minus alpha beta minus 3 alpha beta minus 4 alpha plus beta, you know it's 2, so 2 square minus 3 times minus half, so minus 4, here 4, here plus 3 by 2. Okay, so take this 4 inside, so it will be 16 plus this 2 will cancel, so it will become 6, so you are left with minus 22 is the answer. Okay, so this is all for today.